Hello everyone, welcome to the first episode, the PE Origins. I am your host Prakriti, and with us we have the founders Vishal
Hello.
and Varun.
Hi.
And we also have one of the first members of Project at Priyadharishini here.
Hello, everyone.
Okay, so yes, so this is our first episode, and we are here to talk about more of the origin, the beginning story of Project Earth, just so that you guys can also know what is happening. So I have a few questions with me that I wanted to ask the founders to, so that you guys can get to know about more of the origin and how it all began. Can answer this, but this is definitely more towards the founders of Project Earth. What inspired the creation of Project Earth?
I guess it was the movie Interstellar that me and Vishal saw, and we just got super inspired from this uh, masterpiece made by Christopher Nolan. It's about this finding habitable planets, and that's why we came across our first project on finding habitable planets. Christopher Nolan
That's
inspired us, and it's so cool. He's such a great director. Isn't that
that's
right, Vishal?
wonders. Can you share like some background information or like some moments that were there to their journey to the starting of Project Earth? Like,
There was a lot that happened. Um, we started when we were very young, but
mm-hmm,
the this iteration of Project Earth came to be like 2 years ago when we were
mm-hmm,
12, and we were just really inspired by. I was personally inspired by Greta Thunberg, who
mm-hmm,
was like uh, this really young person who's doing a lot in terms of protests and what that was really inspiring, and I just couldn't find a reason as to why I could not do something as well. I think Varun thought the same. I'm not sure.
Maybe. Let's see. How did we meet? Is on this. We are actually just friends, man, in school, and we just come up with lots of new creative ideas, and I believe Project Earth is one of them. So yeah, some true friendship led us to start this amazing organization.
It's amazing idea actually.
what are the core values of Project Earth?
Varun, I think you can start.
I guess Project Earth's mission is global environmental sustainability.
Mm-hmm,
Our main idea was to spread uh, through community engagement and lots of awareness. We have a website and also YouTube channel, and that's where we spread this awareness and yeah, and mainly collaboration. So we expect lots of members to join Project Earth and collaborate to create new ideas.
mm-hmm.
And yeah, our main mission for this year or for upcoming years is to just spread awareness of what's currently happening in Earth. It's just catastrophic. So yeah, that's our main mission.
But we're also like taking ideas that are really unique because we're really young and
Mm-hmm.
we are not like affected by society a lot. So um, the ideas we can explore the craziest ideas we have, and that's really important here. uh, Another thing that's important to this organization is how it's structured. Like there's no owner, there's no CEO or anything. Any
Mm-hmm.
titles we have, those aren't, you know those don't actually apply.
Mm-hmm.
And everything is done democratically, everyone has an equal say. So every time we make a decision, we always make the best possible decision because we're taking everyone's opinions stuff.
How has Project Earth evolved since its inception, since it began? What were the developments that you saw? What you've seen Project Earth grow till now? Even outside, not as working in Project Earth and working in Project Earth. So I feel like your perspective will be different from the founders. What are your thoughts on that?
So, as the founder said, the main idea for Project Earth is to spread awareness on what is happening in the Earth. So, one thing is that we had a growth of the number of members in the organization. So one thing I was surprised about, the many people actually care about the environment than I thought. So that was one thing. And the data we slowly started to collect also has increased over the time.
So it firstly started with me and Vishal. Basically, we
Mm-hmm.
were just two members, and
Mm-hmm.
then slowly we came up to actually increase its growth by calling our friends,
Mm-hmm.
which few of them are here. So yeah, we just call them, and we are aiming to increasingly grow members through our school. So yeah, and it first started with just creating normal Word docs. It's so boring. But then we just randomly came up with this idea to create websites and improve our awareness growth, and that's how we just evolved from just creating normal basic working in Google Drive to actually having a YouTube channel and websites. So yeah, I believe it's still progressing, and we'll reach the stars one day.
Yes,
So
yes,
one thing
Priya.
I like to add is like, so as Varun said, at the start of Project Earth, the members that joined Project Earth was within our friends community. But then later on, as time went by, the amount of awareness of Project Earth increased by our friends, like them introducing Project Earth to their friends, and their friends introducing Project Earth to their cousins, their friends, and other family members, sort of like that.
Yeah,
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 that's true.
exactly. We also have a few people we have connected from abroad. One is
Mm-hmm.
from UK, and even in India, we have two from Karnataka.
India, it shows how diverse our. This is a question to anyone. Anyone can answer this. So, starting up with an organization, like having a database in Google Drive, creating our own papers and putting up all of that stuff is not something easy at all. So,
For the
what were
kid.
some exactly. Also for a kid, especially as we were not even teenagers at that time. Only a few of us were just entering. We were just pre-teens, just exploring things. And in that stage, doing something big as an organization is crazy. So, what were some of like the early challenges and obstacles that project had faced? And
Yeah, so I'll answer that question. Um, I mean, obviously, the biggest hurdle was that we were kids. So
Mhm.
a lot of things that we weren't, necessarily allowed to do, like spend a lot of time online. Um, my parents initially didn't believe that I was actually researching stuff, and
Mhm.
when I showed them the stuff I was researching, they couldn't understand it. That's the problem. And the biggest hurdle was actually school exams, especially our public exams. But we still, were inspired enough, we were motivated enough to keep coming back. Right now, actually, as we record, we're in the middle of our GCSEs.
Mhm.
Uh, we're gonna write them in like few weeks. So yeah, we're still committed to it. We never give up. I think Varun can talk about the challenges we faced.
Well, I would just like to add another point. The one other main point was actually we didn't invest any money into this project, because if you're gonna increase awareness, we need to promote our videos, and if we're gonna promote our videos, we need to pay money, and we didn't get enough support on the money thing. But then, the other than that, yeah, I guess those were pretty much the challenges. Uh, our most immense challenges, and the challenge was our school. It was just too hard to focus on both. Sometimes our organization will be too inactive for a couple of weeks. It feels like it doesn't even exist. So we're just
Even
trying to
inactive.
revive.
I mean, yeah, even it's like the until today it was pretty inactive.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So we just come up with ideas to try reviving. Just adding the reboot card from Fortnite. Just a huge. It's such uh, a very bad thing. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the main reason also being like, the members stepping into like higher grades, high secondary grades, and all those.
Yeah, school finding a balance between both of them was definitely also that was something that we all faced. And as Varun pointed out, yes, there were times where we were like completely inactive, but we still stayed strong. We were determined to work towards it because that's how much important project as was to us. Okay. So I guess that's something we can all agree on, even though how much work we had in school and other extracurricular stuff, and we are all still trying to find a balance, and it's definitely not there yet, but we are working hard towards it. So, can you share some memorable moments or achievements that in Project Earth's history until
Prakriti, I think you can answer that.
Okay, I feel like one of the most important, or let's say, memorable moment that in Project Earth's history was definitely the beginning of our YouTube channel. It was a big step that we decided to take. There was so much discussions before that. Should we do it? Should we not do it? So many considerations to be taken, and so many like opinions, different opinions that we had to kind of jot down and all of that. And when we released our first video, like, and the amount of work that we put towards it was
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was it was a big achievement, or it was an important step that we took, and I feel like it will always be one of the most important steps that we have took until the end of Project Earth.
Yes, of course. And also the website, the creation of a website. It was just like
Yes.
it was just a huge accomplishment, man. We have a website. It's so cool to
Yeah,
have a
yeah,
website.
yeah.
We can post whatever you want. It's like one of our small dreams to have websites, and it's accomplished. And also regarding this YouTube channel, it felt so satisfying to see our subscribers grow up and our views. We surpassed 50 subscribers. I guess we're currently on 90. We have like 91 subscribers.
That's
Um,
awesome.
we're gonna celebrate if
Yeah,
we
we're
get
gonna
more
celebrate
than
100
yeah.
episodes.
It's gonna be a huge milestone for us, even though we are a small channel, man. So we must enjoy every single moment.
The increase in views is actually a very big milestone. Like in my personal opinion, because we started from having like only 3 views to now having over 150 views. So that's one of the biggest milestones.
I mean, it's a lot. I mean, doesn't sound like a
Yeah.
lot, but it's a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
knowing
I
that
mean,
100 people have actually watched your video, something that you put all your heart and soul into it, it is crazy, and that satisfaction, that joy that you get after knowing that did something useful and spread awareness is crazy. It is.
Also, there's some like legitimacy that comes with it. Like, if someone's
Mm-hmm.
like, is your organization actually big? We'll show them you have 100 subscribers and be like, wow. So, that's
haha.
important.
Well, yeah. I mean, like the overall views of all the videos crossed above 1,500. So it felt so. Oh my God, we have 1,000, man. 1,000 people are watching us. It's so cool. Like that's what I personally felt. This YouTube channel was, even though we had immense pressure from the school and those exam stuff, boring stuff, we still got this
That is
great
boring.
support.
We managed to achieve something great.
Yeah, we had this great support, and I felt that we would grow and face against T Series and Mr. Beast one day.
Alright, next question.
What are some of the current and upcoming projects or initiative that Project Earth is working on right now?
Problem.
Alright,
No.
so recently, we've this past few months, we've been working on our proposal for the Young Environmental Scientist competition. It's a program that allows people to propose their ideas. There's a junior and senior category, and we got into the junior category, and they're going to fund us. And that's going to be a big part of the first quarter of 2024. After that, we'll be focusing on, if our project works out, we'll be focusing on patenting it and actually producing it, and giving it to the organizations that need our product. So fingers crossed.
It is when something that that is huge to as getting to work on a research project and actually being funded to work in it is it's not something easy. So yes, I think our founder has something to say. Yes.
Go.
So one thing I think that is big in the big thing we achieved in this project is that so many other projects, many people with other proposals also had participated in this. So there were many other groups participating for this, and they selected only I think 10 to 15 groups, and we were one of the groups who got selected in this. So I think that we have achieved so much in our project for it to be
Mm,
that worthful.
We
true.
will make a video on it very soon.
Yeah,
Yes.
we
So
will.
yeah, it's gonna be long. It's gonna
Videos.
be like a series.
Yeah,
It's gonna be very cool. Okay.
it looks so
And
cool.
also, upcoming initiatives or projects, our upcoming years, or obviously from 2024 or 2026, our aim is to make YouTube videos. That's what you're trying to do to maintain consistency.
And
We have made, for the past 2 years, we have made a lot of research we made a lot of projects. So we are trying to make those projects into videos and make it to spread awareness. And yeah, that's what we are trying to do for our upcoming.
we're also going to be registering our organization internationally. Hopefully, we're gonna try. And after we do that, we'll be able to, get funding. We'll start making stuff. We'll actually be able to make a difference. That's our
Mm,
goal.
I hope our investor is Elon Musk.
You can dream, Varun.
Yep, dream up high. Yeah, next question.
Of course, yes. So, how can, so now to the people who are listening and all of that, how can the listeners get involved and support Project Earth?
Can I answer this?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Okay. So one thing that we have learned from our school is, so we have a subject dedicated to the environment, so we can choose it. So we've learned a lot of stuff through that. So what I've come to know is that the small actions which people think, like for example, littering on the streets. So we think that we have only one small plastic cover to throw off. That is not going to affect us much. But together, if you like, if you bring up all the people who think that together, there are over a million people who think the same. So
Brilliant.
when oh yeah, you can actually say that over a billion people who actually think that and litter. So when they litter, there are billions of plastics on the ground that is not going to decompose for that is
No?
not even going to decompose actually.
Yeah.
So that is going to affect the earth more than we can imagine. And also, factories industrialization is getting more as the years pass by, and the companies are not taking actions to actually keep basic filters like carbon filters or anything, even if it is mandatory in the country. So that is going to lead to a lot of air pollution and is increasing the global warming, which is currently known as global boiling. So
Yeah.
small actions such as those is affecting the earth. So one thing I would recommend the listeners to do is, like, when you're leaving the room, just turn off the lights, your fans. You can use the AC as minimal as possible, use the lights as minimal as possible. And the small stuff, and not littered. Please don't use plastic at all. Please use, those tote bags, the fiber bags, all the other type of bags such as those.
That's true.
Global boiling is such a good word to use, in current situation. And
Yeah.
how can you guys get involved and support Project Earth's mission? Is to mainly join our organization. We include members from who are interested to join, and you can do that by checking out our website or our YouTube channel and
Yeah, you
mail
can
us.
actually check out our website. I'm pretty sure that our email ID is present there that you can actually mail us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's there on
outreach
our
us.
channel also. Just send us what ideas you have. If you want to join, you don't have to do much. It's like you can work on your own projects, do like one task in an entire month, and that's really nice. Um, but if you don't want to join, but you still want to support, the environmental, goals, the best thing you can do is be aware, know that there's a problem, and know that and that's something that should be done. That's the best thing you can do. So
True,
Exactly.
true. Small
We.
things can make big changes, and
Yep.
yeah. Okay, so I guess we can move on to the next question.
Of course.
What are the organization's long-term goals? What are we looking forward to in this new year and for the future in general, for the future of Project Earth, and what is Project Earth looking forward to?
all right, so Project Earth is, most of our scientific endeavor. It's all about
Mm,
research, and in the end, it's we're focusing on the environment, but everything that we do is research, and that's the most important thing of our organization. So that's why we want to make like the we want Project Earth to be the center of scientific research, like space research, biological research, medical research, environmental research, everything. We want Project Earth to be like the place to go to.
Right.
true. Yes, we have actually even discussed about having headquarters and how we are going to improve our researching technologies, and right now all that we can do is more than being a primary source of research. All that we've been able to do is collect data that is like secondary sources, but
Secondary. Yeah.
exactly. But still, our goal is to definitely become a source of research. We want other people to use our research, and for us also to do our own experiments and all of that stuff, as our founder pointed out.
Rightly
I think,
pointed.
yeah, go on.
Go, say.
And no, I was just telling rightly pointed.
One of the main goals of Project Test is to, like, reach out to every single person on earth, so they also come get that heart to care for the environment and not leave it like I'm gonna die by that time anyways, I can enjoy my life. You should, I want those people to think about the younger generations who will be coming in the future, them not to suffer and all of those.
Our generation, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, because because our ancestors left the land so good is why we're able to survive here. But while the time we will be old and we be dead and all of those time, the young generation, the babies who are born that time, the toddlers, everyone are going to be suffering by the environmental conditions at that time.
true.
So to prevent those is one of our aims.
And
Yes.
like Varun
Right.
said at the beginning, our place is in the stars, so that's where we should be. That's the vision to the
We
stars
don't want the movie 2012 to
to
happen
happen
real.
No one wants it to happen, I guess.
next month.
That, yes. So, yeah, what unique approach or perspective does Project Earth bring to environmental conservation or sustainability? How does Project Earth, approach, these sustainable issues that we are facing that is different from other existing organizations? And like, how do you think that we as Project Earth are going to make a change differently, not just change in general, but how is it going to be different from others?
Varun,
I can't think at the moment. Maybe if you're gonna ask me a lot more than contribution, just
Mm-hmm.
what does differentiate like us
would
and other
be
organizations?
us
We're just run by kids, so
yeah,
that's such a
us
new thing. We are learning, we are researching, we are developing our research at the same time. Each time we learn, so I personally think that's what sets other organization apart. And
True.
we
yeah.
bring a new perspective, fresh perspective.
Plus, we are a non-profit organization. We don't focus on getting money. We just focus on increasing awareness, and I think that's a very positive-minded people that work in an organization.
Yeah, none of us earn anything, by the way.
Yeah.
Everything, even the any funding that we get is funding. So
Directly goes to what
the
we,
organization.
yes, exactly.
And
Yep.
the most obvious thing would be that we're kids. That's what sets us apart. But another
Yes.
thing is that because we're kids, we're not afraid to dream. So whatever we imagine, we're not gonna, um, tell that's not possible. Like everything is possible in our minds. That's really important.
That's true. I guess, no, having an organization that is run by kids is definitely something new to the entire world. And even though a lot of people do not know about us, we are trying our best to contribute to environmental conservation and making our lifestyles more sustainable. So, yes. Okay, so this is something new. So I guess that brings us to the end of the pilot episode, the origin of PE. It was wonderful talking to the founders and also one of the first and most important members of Project Earth, Priya, also here with us. And I would just like to say a big thank you for the three of you for spending your time and answering a few of the questions that I had. Thank you for that. And I guess it's time to wrap it up. Thank you so much for listening to our podcast and
Yeah.
see you soon.
Hoping to have another
And see you
podcast.
very soon.
Yeah, yeah, we'll see you pretty
We are
soon with
gonna
another
continue.
episode.
We are definitely gonna
And
continue.
and please drop down any questions, any ideas that you have in the comment section down below.
And if you
Signing off.
and if
Signing
you
off.
are interested in joining our organization, I hope to see you here very soon. Bye.
Yeah,
Signing
that's
off.
it. Yes, that's
Flying
it's.
kisses. Bye.
Well, no, okay, yes, that this is your host Prakriti signing off until next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, people.
Good night.